Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with all of that? And no, I don't. Kites to put in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you the voice? Who told you your thoughts cold? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie up. The big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that chicken to golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car.
Yo.
I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your.
What the fuck? I can't hear him.
Rape in the city. That's light. LED. Look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get to fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zit the back that like a pogo.
Can you hear me?
Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and they ride down to Soho. One was black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach. Younger than you with a Bentley. Gently. Angry and friends with these. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. Not gonna lie, some of these new clones. Then she
Yo.
had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Don't get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my ring. You can see all my pen in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA.
Chris, can you hear me? If you can hear me, good luck, bro.
In this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Philadelphia Eagles. The excitement level around here at a fever pitch as we're underway in the 2020 NFC Championship game. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. And a nice run to get him past the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 now.
Oh, yeah.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's the linebacker, Manti Te'o, on the stop.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Buying time to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Demario Davis in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
McCaffrey, and not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz steps away to his left. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. plays hands to Ingram. Nifty move there on the run, but ultimately brought down at the 25. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Now Breeze throwing on second down. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Finding room to the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
When big runs occur, sometimes there's a sense that things were pretty easy, and that one carried them down inside the 10. But getting into the end zone now, that won't be easy at all because you're going to face different defenses and not as much real estate to work with. Will they be able to run it, or will they have to throw it in order to try and score?
They'll run here with Ingram. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw is Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. Nice move at the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Wentz now on 1st down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Go, go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Flush to his right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Trey Hendrickson, the one who gets him on the ground. Nice job there defensively to clamp down, because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Yo, kill! 21.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Breeze to throw on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. Looking here for Smith downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Taken in at the 22. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
117.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Wentz going to throw. Aguilar has it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives them a 1st down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Lefty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Right back to him on 1st down. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Two minutes remain here in the 1st half. We'll be back with more in the NFC title bout after this. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Powerful. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Manti Te'o able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. To throw is Wentz. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one, and I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Breeze. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Saints on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The tight end Josh Hill was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw, it's Wentz. Going left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Wentz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 6 there on 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there from 17 yards out. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Ready. Ready. 12.
From midfield, here's Breeze. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Airing it out deep for... And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Right side caught by Jackson. And I think the ball's out. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Ready? Waiting. 14. 36. Ready, what's that?
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Hey, we're waiting.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play.
Here you go.
Now a handoff to Ingram. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Ingram again. Dances by him. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are back within a score. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Lutz with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. 1-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the...
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Manti Te'o. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. A handoff. It's Mark Ingram. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Ingram again, a first down carry. Wiggles free. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Here we go. Ready. Waiting.
second down, Ingram. Ingram's got the first down and more. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there.
Ready? We're waiting.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Peyton Barber punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. And his kick is good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Smallwood on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Wentz to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. So a big play for the Eagles now as they'll go for 2. Wins to throw again. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Elliott now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Brees. He's got a man complete. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Smallwood on the return. The Eagles offense.
That's my first time using that play over here. That was my first one doing it over here. What are you talking about, Corey Mayhouse? Mayhouse!
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing on first is Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs, needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game. Exactly what they need. I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
That happens more often than you might think. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Oh. I'm sorry, Mayhouse.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Woo!
Takes a shot on
Let's go!
Incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep
Let's go, doggy dog!
away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons
shit, I'm fucking biting my fucking nails off.
Stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. They'll try to run some clock with Ingram. He won't go down. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. A big effort that time out of Ingram. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown,
Yes!
New Orleans.
Let's go!
Peyton Barber. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Let's add the extra point.
Say it, Bobby.
Good on the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown.
Say it like that.
2-point conversion to tie it. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Smallwood on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Just need to fucking play. Fucking zone, not fucking let him run. Fuck that.
To the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Psych.
5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Throwing is Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wentz now to throw.
Oh, come on! I freaking pressed that button. That's supposed to be interception. Come on.
We're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Shit fucking kills, man.
Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Wentz again. This is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Wentz. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Back to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll score.
Come on.
Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead.
Fucking shitting bricks over here, man.
They're not home yet. They still need the 2-point conversion to keep their Super Bowl dreams alive. Back to throw. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful, and we've got ourselves a tie football game. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Ready. You ready?
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Breeze. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Back to throw, Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So how about that
Messed
for a
it up.
switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tight game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
Not the best out one.
Wins to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
To throw is Wentz. Completes it to Aguilar. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Left. 21.
Breeze to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
The Saints on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants...
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say when you throw an interception like that in overtime? You don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And a 20th carry now for Ingram. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. What can Breeze do now with his drive? Letting one go deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the kick is good. He got it. And with that, they are off to the Super Bowl. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Hallis, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks at the Super Bowl. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go, dog.
Whoo! Super Bowl, here I come. My first Super Bowl. Get the fuck out of here.